pawn e2, e4, pawn e7, e5, knight g1, f3, knight b8, c6, knight b1, c3, knight g8, f6, bishop f1, b5, bishop f8, c5, castles kingside, castles kingside, knight f3 takes pawn e5, rook f8, e8, knight e5 takes knight c6, pawn d7 takes knight c6, bishop b5, c4, pawn b7, b5, bishop c4, e2, knight f6 takes pawn e4, knight c3 takes knight e4, rook e8 takes knight e4, bishop e2, f3, rook e4, e6, pawn c2, c3, queen d8, d3, pawn b2, b4, bishop c5, b6, pawn a2, a4, pawn b5 takes pawn a4, queen d1 takes pawn a4, bishop c8, d7, rook a1, a2, rook a8, e8, queen a4, a6.
Morphy took 12 minutes over his next move, probably to assure himself that the combination was sound and that he had a forced win in every variation.
Queen d3 takes bishop f3, pawn g2 takes queen f3, rook e6, g6, king g1, h1, bishop d7, h3, rook f1, d1,
Give the following option.
rook f1, g1, rook g6 takes rook g1, king h1 takes rook g1, rook e8, e1,
Next in the game was
bishop h3, g2, king h1, g1, bishop g2 takes pawn f3, king g1, f1, bishop f3, g2,
the quiet 22 RG2 would have won more quickly. Zukertort gives
Rook g6, g2. Queen a6, d3. Rook g2 takes pawn f2. King f1, g1. Rook f2, g2. King g1, h1.
Next in the game was
King f1, g1. Bishop g2, h3. King g1, h1. Bishop b6 takes pawn f2. Queen a6, f1.
absolutely forced.
Bishop h3 takes queen f1. Rook d1 takes bishop f1. Rook e8, e2. Rook a2. a1. Rook g6, h6. Pawn d2, d4. Bishop f2, e3.